since my dad and my colleague and my dear, dear friend, John Robbins, transitioned into the spirit world, whatever exactly that means, I've been feeling this deepening kind of ache in my heart as I realize that I'm going to have to go on the rest of this life without him here. And I'm also feeling so much showers of gratitude for his love and his example and his wisdom, and how those create context and structure and support for my life. And in some ways, also the compost, the soil out of which my life grows. One of the things that he said that's really been with me recently, as I feel the loss of some of the structure and context that his presence provided, is he used to quote Henry David Thoreau, who said, "We must each march to the beat of our own drummer." He used to quote Emerson, talking about how envy is ignorance and imitation is suicide. And he used to quote Krishnamurti, saying that it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to an unhealthy society. And it strikes me that all of these messages, all of these people were wisdom carriers that inspired my dad on his path. And all of these messages have in common this sense that we need to adhere to our own conscience and our own integrity and our own values, and find some way of living that in the larger context of the world in which we live. And my dad certainly did follow a road less traveled and be in many ways a rebel and a revolutionary against the status quo, against factory farms and industrialized food, yes, but also against ways of thinking and living that did not feel in accordance with his values. For example, the belief that money was the purpose of life. He challenged that boldly and directly through his life choices. And I feel so grateful for that. And now curious, in that legacy, what is my own rhythm? What is the beat of my drummer? And there are ways that I can see that I built my life for 51 years in exquisite harmony with my dad. Like, he had this certain note he would sing, a certain way he would be, and I would work with that exquisitely and beautifully, I think. and at the same time, my friend Dennis Kucinich said to me recently, he said, "Ocean, now you get to sing all the notes on the scale. And you get to sing your song, whatever that is." And I don't know what my song is, but I know that I'm willing to listen and to move from the inside out. And I know my dad showed that example through his life, doing his thing the way that made sense to him. And the greatest example, I think, is not that he gave me a template for what a good life should look like. It's that he lived his life as fully and richly as he could. And now I get to do that too. And so do you. So do all of us. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to discover who I am and what's here now. And one more thing, Marianne Williamson wrote to me. She said, "Ocean, there's a starring role that each of us can only play when one or more of our parents is on the other side, a starring role in our own lives." So I'm curious, as I become more the star of this life, how I can help to light up the sky. And bless you for being on the journey of your life and your discovery of who you are and what the beat is of your drummer, your conscience, your values, and how love moves through you.